Welcome from the Old School Gun School. This is Holiday Personal Safety. Tips for traveling and shopping during the holidays, for certain. So this segment will continue where we left off with a series on safety tips for holiday shopping and traveling. So as always, we suggest travel with a firearm. And as you're traveling out, seeing friends, shopping, exploring, be well armed and have it easily accessible. If you bury it too deeply under all those layers of stuff, you'll never get it out in time to do any good. And so for goodness sakes, keep it accessible for sure. And so I brought my notes with me, and I suggest you guys take some notes. And so take a pause here if you need to, and get some note paper and take some notes. The notes become documentable evidence of what you do or don't know about gun safety and traveling. And so this will help you in the future. And so another layer. Okay. And so if trouble were to find you when you're out and about, kind of twixt traveling between your car and your destination, the destination could be a shopping center or a mall or restaurants or who knows what. And so if it finds you, then here's my good question. If trouble finds you, what's your plan? Well, this segment will be all about plans for sure. And so what about your plan?
Plan?
Yes, a plan, Glenda. And so if you have no plan, then you're just kind of winging it. I'm telling you, your adversary, the bad guy, yeah, he has a plan. And he's done it before. He might have done it before today even. And so he's well practiced. He knows what he's doing. He has that plan. And so we suggest that you come along with a good personal safety plan.
Do you really need a safety plan? I mean, you're just going to the mall and back. I mean, you've done it 100 times.
I'm sure you've done this 100 times.
Isn't that just a little paranoid?
Well, let's take a look at paranoia. And there's a difference between paranoia and preparedness. And so paranoia is often referred to as an unreasonable fear, unreasonable concerns, unreasonable distrust of others. And so that's not the case here. If we didn't know what to do, then we're preparing for what? We don't even know. We're just scared of something. And so we would prepare willy-nilly for what we don't even know is happening. Paranoia gets put to sleep, right, when you have a plan.
Boy, when I was growing up, violence wasn't even common at all.
Sadly, shopping mall violence has become commonplace in our new millennial culture. Things are just different than they used to be. The times, they are changing for sure. And so make notes as we go along. We just don't live in a risk-free world. Maybe it used to be that way, but things aren't the way they used to be. And so if there are risks out there, we suggest you have a plan to allow for those. And so it's called situational awareness. Have a practice plan in place that better adds your security so that you will turn out the victor in that confrontation and not the victim. And so why not have a safety plan? You're not training to be SEAL Team 6, for goodness sakes, but just have a safety plan in place, one that you think is realistic for what you're going through. And so a very popular safety plan would be fire. My goodness. Do we plan other safety plans? We've got safety plans for a lot of things in our lives, and fire would be one of them, I suppose. In schools, we have fire drills. And if you have any plan at all for the house, maybe there's a fire drill. If our house catches on fire, what would we do? And we have a meeting about that, think a lot about it way ahead of time, make plans. And so we have plans on what would we do if the house caught fire.
Yeah, fire drill makes sense. I mean, what do you do in case of a fire? Have a properly charged working fire extinguisher handy.
Yes. So we prepare for fires, maybe even a garden hose, the fire extinguisher, all those things. There are other things we plan for. What about winter storms? And this is the season for winter storms. And so could there be bad road conditions? Yes. Could there be too much water? Could there be flooded waters? Yes. And so what do we do about that? We say, turn around, don't drown.
Yeah, especially up here in the Pacific Northwest for the last week or so. It's been crazy, crazy, crazy. All the rain, levees failing, and flooding everywhere. And we see these videos on the news of people driving through the high waters on a road that is marked, the road's closed for flooding. And then that puts the rescuers at risk if they have to go and try and rescue these people. And there's even been one death reported of a guy that went not through one but two road closures and got stuck in the water and ran off into a ditch and submerged in there, and he drowned.
He drowned inside his own vehicle.
In his own vehicle. So don't do that.
Do we make plans on road travel at all? We certainly do. And so if we come to a busy intersection, for instance, if we're pedestrians, we come to what do we teach ourselves and our children? What do we do if we come to that busy street before we try and cross?
Well, we look both ways, make sure that there's no oncoming traffic.
Does every child know that? Yeah, look both ways before you cross the street. So we do lots of things for that. What about power outages? Yep.
Well, have a flashlight on hand, a headlamp. Have these ready and accessible.
Yes. What about even a generator or a gen set or an inverter for power? That's clean power for sure. Those ideas, because you'll be a lot happier if power does go away. You'd like to restore your own power.
And we just had our power go off again during the night for a short time, but yesterday it was all night. And I know, friends of ours, I don't know if they've gotten power back yet. So they're going over a day without power.
Oh.
So have these things handy in case you need them.
And so when we're out and about, any chance that there could be an injury to yourself or to other loved ones? And so how would we prepare for that? Certainly have a first aid kit, have a tourniquet, stop the bleed, stop that leak. And so we plan for those days. And then we also plan to never have to use them. It's not, I can be risky now because I got my first aid kit so I can do stupid things. No. And so we do everything we can not to have to do it. And it'll be the same with carrying a firearm.
And what about the possibility of getting lost?
Yes. Somebody you trust should always know where you are, where you plan to be, and that timing, and how to get a hold of you. Maybe it would be the cell phone. And so have a way that somebody can track you down if you go missing. How many things do we read about or hear about on the news where lost people and we have no idea where they went? They just parked someplace and went away. We don't know what trails they took, where they went to shopping. Have somebody involved with that.
Yeah, and in these days with the cell phone, just make sure you keep it charged and with you.
Yes. And so let others know where you are as you travel, and take a quick photo of your car now that you've been settled and you're in where you're going to park before you enter the mall or the shopping center or restaurants, things like that. Take a quick shot of your car. You've got your cell phone with you. And so take a picture that includes the license plate, includes some descriptive things about the car. In some parking places, there are numbered parking places. I take a picture of the number. Maybe they've got the aisles either lettered or numbered. Take pictures of that. In these big places, lots of traffic, lots of confusion. That's how you'll find your way back to your car. You'd like to know, hey, what was that parking lot number anyway?
Yeah, that's a great idea. You've been out and about, busy shopping here and there. It's easy to get turned around in these busy stores and parking lots. It's like you want to know where you're parked.
Now, for all these tips, I don't know. Are you ready? Are you ready to head away to take care of your shopping, go to the restaurants, do all those things? Yes. Well, then move with purpose. Don't wander around and go places where you may not really should or want to go, but find the direct path to where you want to go that looks safe and get going. Don't dilly-dally. Move with purpose. Head from the parking lot to your destination and then get to where you're going. Maybe you're surrounded by the destination. Maybe you're surrounded by other shoppers, other restaurant goers. Safety in numbers, we think.
Definitely traveling with other people is much safer than being out and about by yourself.
So what about if you come separated from those that you're traveling with? And so as you're out and about, remember you took a picture of the car so that you could find the car at another time. What if you took a picture of your traveling companions, if there are, especially the children, for goodness sakes?
Yeah, having a recent photo. If you get separated and you need to find them or they're lost, then you've got a picture right then and there on your phone to show people at the store, security, first responders, law enforcement need be. And it's all right there. It's easy to send to anybody that needs it to go out and about looking for somebody that might have gotten lost or strayed.
What a difference that would make with a lost child. Trying to describe what the child looked like and how old they were. Here's a picture of the child only minutes or maybe a short time ago, dressed in what they're dressed, the colors, what the child looks like, much easier for people to help them secure with that. And so photos from the phone could be easily used for that. Yes, if you become separated with others while out there shopping, sometimes big mall, big places, lots of shopping. If you become separated, make a plan. Before you get there, say, okay, we're going to the big shopping place. And so if we get separated, we can't find each other readily. Here's the meeting place where we'll all meet up again. Just in case we don't everybody have their own cell phone to call from, or that you might even lose that cell phone. So, well, let's meet at the center court. Let's meet at the fountain. Let's meet at the food court. Let's meet at the entrance to the shopping center someplace. But make a plan on where you could meet to get together again. And so, could troubles ever find you in a big shopping place? Yes. Do we read about that all the time? That violence happens in these big shopping places? Yes. And so, what would be the plan for that? Well, at the destination, become aware of any potential exits and entrances. So if I'm inside this busy place and I heard noises that were uncomfortable, violence happening, I want to leave Dodge. The safest place for me is to get out of there. And so that's often the answer, is to get out. Now, how would you do it? Well, before you come to that panic situation, find out, where are the exits? What's the one closest to me where I happen to be right now? Where's the exit? How can I get there? Maybe it's an exit through a store. Maybe it's an exit out to the mall, out to the parking places, someplace. But find out how you can exit. And then none of us live a risk-free life, for goodness sakes. Have a plan.
Yeah, instead of what if this happens, then what do I do? Oh my goodness, that is the wrong time to be trying to formulate a plan when there might be total chaos going around you. Instead, think about different situations. And my plan will be, when this happens, I will do this. So I've already formulated a plan of what to do. And now I can just relax and go about and enjoy my shopping.
Wow. Good idea, because this would be, as Glenda said, probably an uncomfortable place to sit down and have a committee meeting with yourself and wonder what you should do in that emergency. No, have that plan pull out ahead of time. Now, be alert to your surroundings. And if you have comfort, and because you're being armed, and so you have comfort, you're alert, and so this leads to a lot more relaxed shopping experience, believe me, because you have a plan, you're secure. And so you've already covered the what ifs. They became, as Glenda said, the what whens. If this happens, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, it just reminded me when you said to be aware of your surroundings. I remember seeing a video a few years back of a woman texting on her phone, walking down the middle of this mall, and she proceeds to run into and fall into the big old fountain that was in the middle of the main part of the mall. And she gets up, kind of looks around, embarrassed, and off she goes. But yeah, pay attention to what's going on around you. You don't want to end up in the fountain.
Don't wind up in the fountain in center court. Yeah, she went in head first, did a swan dive into the fountain, and she tripped over the bench that's in front of it. And so be aware of your surroundings. Keep an eye on things for sure. And so with all this going for you, you have some plans, for goodness sakes. Yes, you're secure. You have peace of mind.
Yeah, it's like you'll be able to trade smiles with other shoppers out and about. You can stop and smell the roses. You can enjoy the beauty all around you. I mean, those of you that know me, it's like I'm always taking pictures of those unexpected moments of what's going on, or a flower, or anything. You know, I love that.
Well, there's some realistic ideas for what you might encounter out in shopping in this season. So for goodness sakes, make some good notes. And if you have any questions, you can pick up the phone and give us a call. We're always happy to hear from you. And that'll be enough for today. In our next video, we'll continue to talk about this topic and what are some ideas to keep yourself and your loved ones happy and safe while traveling in this holiday season. And so go ahead and enjoy.
Make this your day.